Yo, it's your boy Smoke Breath and Madden video. Today's video we're going to be doing a Madden 25 simulation of Justin Fields on the New York Jets. Justin Fields just signed with the New York Jets in this current offseason, and we've been doing a lot of simulations with all the free agency moves happening. If you guys are interested in that, make sure to check out our recent videos. I will link some of them down below in the description if you guys are curious. So it is a simulation basically of his whole contract in New York. What are we going to be doing here? And we're just basically going to be leaving it up to Madden, pretty set in stone. But like we've done videos like Deebo Samuel on the Commanders, and we also have done Sam Darnold on the Seahawks and those kind of videos if you guys are interested. Anyway, the first game, they faced the 49ers, and they almost win, but not able to quite get it done. Brock Purdy, 302 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Justin Fields, 3 passing touchdowns, but 3 passing interceptions. There was a lot of passing this game. Yeah, there was 42 attempts from Justin Fields. That is a lot. Breece Hall was 70 yards on the ground. And then it looks like Christian McCaffrey, 46 yards on the ground. Justin Fields was able to pick up 17 yards. Brock Purdy had 7 yards. So not that much happening in the run game. Brandon Ayuk caught 3 receiving touchdowns off 148 yards. Garrett Wilson with 97 receiving yards in this game. No receiving touchdowns, though. Alan Lazard, 62 yards and 1 receiving touchdown. Christian McCaffrey had a receiving touchdown. And then McKellica Corley had a receiving touchdown as well. Tackles was Isaac Yelmanin. And then tackles for loss, it's going to be Winters. And then sacks is going to be Yardy Gross-Mathis. And then Brandon Stevens, Jason Pinnock, Rondro Green, Fred Warner, and CJ Mosley all got interceptions in this game. So the first full season of Justin Fields being the starting quarterback, they only finished 7-10. Honestly, that's kind of an improvement. I know they were projected to be a lot better with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, but they weren't able to get a lot done at all. But 7-10, that's not horrible. But their overall as a team wasn't too bad, shockingly. Let's go check out Justin Fields' stats. So 3,729 yards, 35 passing touchdowns, and 21 interceptions off a 68 completion percentage. Not too bad. He was sacked 27 times, which isn't a whole lot. Looks like Jalen Milroe was the backup, so they must have drafted Jalen Milroe. Breece Hall with 1,192 yards, 10 rushing touchdowns, no fumbles from Breece Hall. That's pretty good. No fumbles from Justin Fields either, as he has 391 rushing yards off 4 rushing touchdowns. Braylon Allen, 185 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Jalen Milroe even ran a little bit. Garrett Wilson, not surprising. He led us in receiving. He is an absolute stud. 90 receptions, 1,111 yards, 9 receiving touchdowns. Devon Duvernay had 50 receiving touchdowns. It looks like they drafted Colston Loveland as well. And then tackles for loss is going to be Jermaine Johnson. And then sacks is going to be Quinnen Williams leading us on the way with 11. Then there's a big drop-off for second place. So 2.5 was Jermaine Johnson, though. And Sauce Gardner had 5 interceptions and Brandon Stevens with 3. This is the second year with Justin Fields being the starting quarterback in New York. They do finish slightly worse. They went from a 7-10 record to a 6-11. Even though their overall does slightly increase, their record slightly decreases. So really not quite understanding the science here, but they only let Justin Fields do 1 year, apparently. They're only letting Justin Fields do 1 year. So Jalen Milroe has already came in for Justin Fields, and Jalen Milroe, 4,026 passing yards, 36 passing touchdowns, 17 interceptions, 99.3 passer rating. He was sacked 31 times. And then rushing is going to be Breece Hall with 1,274, 15 rushing touchdowns and 1 fumble. Jalen Milroe, 325 rushing yards, no fumbles, but no touchdowns as well. Braylon Allen with 225 yards and no fumbles, but 3 rushing touchdowns. Receiving is going to be McKellica Corley, 79 receptions, 947 yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. Devon Duvernay is going to get 69 receptions and 946 yards, only 1 yard short of leading the team. That's kind of got to suck. But he led by receiving touchdowns by quite a bit with 12. And then looks like Garrett Wilson had 4 receiving touchdowns, and then Colston Loveland was 4th in the team in receptions. Then we got Quincy Williams leading in tackles, then Marcus Epps, Brandon Stevens, Jermaine Johnson at 21 tackles for loss, Quentin Williams with 14, Will McDonald. And just want to let you guys know, obviously this is auto-generated, some of the rookies, because obviously we can't predict 2 years down the future. And just want to let you know, it is completely, everything's on auto in general. So I am not making any of the moves in the New York Jets front office in this simulation. Sauce Gardner led in interceptions, but just wanted to quite clear that up since it is a Madden simulation. I personally don't want to interfere with it. But yeah, they only let Justin Fields do one singular year in New York. So that was pretty shocking to me that they only let him do 1 year. He is fairly young. I get he hasn't proven to be the greatest, maybe not quite worth the high draft pick he was taken in, but I mean he's still okay. He could be a starter on maybe some teams. Anyway, these are who won the Super Bowl in the 2-year sim. If you guys are interested, in 2025, it was the Buffalo Bills. But in the 2024 season, it was the Green Bay Packers who won, and the Super Bowl MVP goes to Josh Jacobs. NFL MVP went to Josh Allen, pretty similar to how it was this year, actually. It was Josh Allen, and the Defensive Player of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ladd McConkey, Defensive Rookie of the Year. We got Cooper, I believe that's the linebacker from the Packers. But yeah, that's pretty surprising. Defensive Rookie of the Year. That was around the end of the video. Let me know how you guys think Justin Fields will do in real life in New York. If you guys think it's just going to only slightly improve their last season's record, or if you guys think it's actually a big step in the right direction for New York, or you still think the Jets got a lot of time until they're considered a serious playoff threat and contender. If you guys enjoy Madden 25 content and NFL, I highly recommend you guys subscribe, as we got a lot more off-season content coming, of simulations after the free agency signings, and some draft content coming up. Make sure to click that bell so you get notified every single time we post. See you guys in the next video. Bye.